Eobard Thawne was on to the gang the whole time, and turns out he has masterminded the ultimate trap. It is time for Flash Chat. Hey everyone, it's me, Jess, and I'm here with my two guests today. We've got Chase Hildenbrand. He's a director for Rising. You've seen his fine work daily from 4:30 to 9 a.m. And we have Karla Marsh from Heroes Aren't Hard to Find. She is the event manager. So, you know, the whole Heroes Con, this chick puts it together and so much more, and that is awesome. And she's gonna be telling us about Free Comic Book Day. It's actually coming up this Saturday. So mark your calendars, clear your schedules, get some free comic books. I'm pretty excited about it. So this episode exhausted me. I mean, yeah, it was huge. I watched it and I was like, I need to watch it again because I had to at least read a whole bunch of synopses because it was so much in one jam-packed episode. The big revelations of the episode. So the Flash gang thinks they all had failed at their trap for Wells, but really he is succeeding in one big, huge, masterminded trap for them. And he's been doing this since the particle explosion has happened, and they're just finding it out. So many big revelations. Okay, so things that we've learned last night on The Flash. We learned that Barry has created Gideon, and will apparently marry Iris in the future. Okay, talk about Gideon. What are your projections on the Gideon creation?
I just think Gideon, well, what I want to know is how, if Barry created Gideon in the future, how did Gideon travel back in time as well?
Right.
Because that doesn't make sense. How does an invention travel back? But besides the point, I think Gideon will probably come more into play maybe at the finale. I don't think it's really going to be too much in the next couple episodes.
Yeah.
But definitely a bigger part in season 2.
Yeah, I'm curious. Well, I would assume they could travel back in time with her if he was wearing around that watch. You know, like the iWatch.
Yeah.
I mean, there's probably Gideon. It's like the Siri of the future. But so I don't know, but I think she's gonna have something to do with Grodd using his telepathy. I think, and then I think she's gonna have some impact in the episode. But I think she may play more into next season. What do you think?
I don't know. My favorite part was when she smirked.
Yeah.
When she smirked, I think Gideon's a good guy.
I think Gideon is good too.
Gideon's a good guy.
I'm curious if Gideon has like an alliance though. She's a computer.
Well, she seemed to be pretty pro Barry.
Yeah.
Because Barry's limit made her, so she said that she'll follow anything he says.
That is true. I'm curious. What'd you think about the West Allen, Iris West Allen, not Thawne, sorry, Eddie?
Well, I mean, for the people who read the comic books, it's kind of a given.
Yeah.
But it's also, they threw in a couple of other options. They've kind of made Barry a little like Wally West.
True.
A little bit. And I can't help but wonder if eventually we're going to see a Wally West.
I think we are.
Travel?
I think there's rumors of him having been casted.
Oh, see?
Well, there's rumors. I'm not sure, and I can't remember exactly who it was, but I swear I think I've mentioned this in a past Flash chat where they have casted somebody from some other not very well-known series that they think would be a Wally West. I think he appears to be half black. So that is why they're thinking it's Barry and Iris's son from the future. Who knows? That would be so cool if another good speedster came along. I think that would up the ante. Because from what it seems like, they're gonna need another good speedster. Do you guys think that Wells is going to break out all the old metahumans out of prison and then use Grodd in an ultimate battle royale? What do you think about that theory?
Well, he already broke one of them out.
You did? What's to say? Actually, no, did they check? They didn't see if he broke out the other ones.
Oh, they didn't check.
Oh.
They haven't checked yet, but I think there's more to his end game than having a big fight because he could have killed Barry at any time in the past year, and he hasn't. So his plan doesn't involve right now killing Barry until he at least gets
all the power,
whatever he needs to get from him.
Yeah, I think he needs to siphon off his speed force. I don't know. There's so much that can happen in this show. We see at the end that Wells has kidnapped Eddie and that he says he's his insurance policy. What do you think that means?
I was very confused by that.
Yeah?
I'm not sure where they're going with that.
What do you think?
I just think it means that he knows that, you know, I don't know. I'm trying to come up with a good theory in my head, but I just can't put it together.
There were a lot of loose ends from last night's episode. My only projection might be that he needs Eddie as a pawn for Iris. I think Iris might be his master plan is doing something with her to split the universe into the Thawns being bad and yada, yada, yada. So I think that he needs Eddie as an insurance policy to keep Iris on board or something. I think he's going to use him somehow. But then also maybe he's an insurance policy to get back into the future because that's his relative.
Yeah, well, it could be an insurance policy saying that he has to keep Eddie alive because if somehow Eddie dies as collateral damage, then Ybor dies and therefore it's a time paradox and the universe could explode or something. So, who knows?
Oh, there's too much. The time travel thing really brings so many questions, and I bet you it's even hard for the showrunners to completely follow the line of this happens. But Chase and I were talking about this once. There's some question is some things kind of get let go to the imagination, like what's it called, like creative liberty, whereas like you can suspend your belief for certain time travel things, but then you would think it would have an effect. What are some of your thoughts on like kind of the writing and so how they've laid out the plot so far?
I've had some issues with the writing before. Mainly their inconsistencies, the use of the powers.
Yeah.
Why can't he go grab the guns?
Yeah.
Like his powers are way too inconsistent. I mean, we show him go to a whole other city for some pizza, but he can't take some people down the flight of stairs in last night's episode from the fire.
Right.
He has to do the Toro alarm thing. It's like he could have taken everybody downstairs, but that's neither here nor there. The writing in last night's episode was better than it has been the past few episodes.
I thought it was really good, yeah.
There's been some instances in the past few episodes that the writing's really sort of taken me out of it.
Yeah. I think another big question that a lot of fans have is still, why Nora Allen? So they say, Wells has said in this episode that Gideon actually said he killed Nora Allen because he was mad that Barry escaped. What do you think that means?
What did Barry escape from?
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. Too many loose ends.
I'm curious. My biggest question is, how far in the future is Wells from?
He was pretty far.
He said centuries.
Yeah.
He
was
still,
like 30.
He was fighting Barry in like
2024.
Like centuries from now?
I guess Barry time traveled there. I think it's going to be in next season.
I'm like, how old is Barry when he's still fighting Ibad? Like,
he has a cane.
He's 800 years old.
Yeah. Well, okay, so in the comics, you could answer this one better. Does he travel throughout the centuries within the comics? So that could be it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's so many questions.
It leaves a lot for them to play with.
It does. So I guess the best thing you can take from this Flash chat is we don't know. And hopefully the show knows because they're going to be answering it. There's only 3 episodes left to the finale. I know. Some of the fun Easter eggs, though, from last night. Okay, who caught the possible mention of a Justice League?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Founding member of the...
Let's just cut that off because we can't have Superman in our show, so we're just gonna...
That's so awesome. And when they mentioned the Hawkgirl, the Green Arrow, Adam, I think that's the spin-off show.
That's all on the newspaper.
Maybe the Justice League will be in.
I don't want them to do a Justice League if they can't have Batman and Superman, because that is the Justice League.
Yeah.
If they can't have them, I'd just rather them call themselves something else. I don't know what, but...
I hate the bureaucracy behind the comics. Like, I hate that, like, so many people own the different rights to things that, like, it's ruining the fun a little bit in some instances.
They could bring back the cast of Smallville.
I'd
be okay with that.
I wish.
That would be cool.
Only.
Did you guys think that there was anything to do with them saying Green Arrow instead of just Arrow?
It could have just been...
his main title kind of thing.
That, or maybe the person who wrote it, the crew member who wrote that article, just didn't think about it and put Green Arrow.
Well, I think
it could be as simple as that.
And going from the Arrow to the Green Arrow.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know.
I'm curious. There was some questions about that and some rumors. Take a look at this trailer for next week's episode featuring Mr. Grodd.
What is a Grodd?
I don't think it's a coincidence that this gorilla shows up at the very same time we're looking for Wells.
Wells ordered Grodd to come after us, to distract us. If I hadn't seen Jurassic Park, I wouldn't be nearly as frightened right now.
Flash, all new this Tuesday at 8/7 Central on the CW.
Big episode coming up next week. Again, only 3 left until the finale. We are sad about that. We're not going to be sure what to do with our lives after the Flash ends, but we're going to continue watching iZombie all summer. Karla is here to talk about Free Comic Book Day at Heroes coming up this Saturday. Give us the lowdown. Where, when, how, what?
All right. Heroes Aren't Hard to Find is located at 1957 East 7th Street here in Charlotte. So if you need directions, just plug that right into your iPhone or your smartphone or your doodad or your whatchamacallit, and or
your Gideon watch.
You can, if it comes down to it, you can call our store, and you can. The number is 704-375-7462, and you can ask for directions. One of us will be happy to direct you. Free Comic Book Day is a national event where comic book stores throughout the country order books that we can give away for free. And there are over 100 titles. You can get one of each, and it is for adults and children alike. There are books for indie lovers, there are books for kids, there are books for adults, there are superhero books, there's something for everybody. So please come check it out. The doors open at 10 o'clock, and we have free comic books until we run out. But
do people line up before the doors open?
Yes, they do.
So when you be there.
You get there and you see a line, it goes really quickly. So just come and hang out.
There's a Starbucks right next door.
There's a Starbucks. There's plenty of places to eat, and we'll have people in costume.
Yeah.
We'll have lots of cosplayers there. Lots of fun photo ops for kids. The Ghostbusters will be there with the Ecto-1.
Oh, you can check out the Ghostbuster mobile.
Yeah, I mean, there's going to be a lot going on. So it's a fun, and it's free. So
big fun family event. And
bring cash to buy comic books that you didn't know you were missing, or something you fall in love with, because not everything is free, but there are free books to be had for everybody.
Buy one while you're there and get an armload of free books.
Exactly.
Yes.
Oh, and there's artists doing sketches and signing outside.
Who? What are some of the artists that'll be there?
Jason Latour, who wrote Spider-Gwen, is going to be there. He lives here in Charlotte. He draws a book called Southern Bastards.
Okay.
And he writes Spider-Gwen. Rico Renzi, who colored Spider-Gwen and colors a lot of other books. He also works for Heroes. Okay. He'll be there. Bridget Connell, who's a local artist, will be there. Richard Cumley, who is the creator of Captain Canuck, which is like the Canadian superhero.
That's funny.
He'll be there. Brian Stelfreeze, and a host of others. And they're doing sketches for free for the most part, but it's at their discretion. So, I mean, but they never really charge. They don't charge that much, and there are going to be lines for that, but it's a wonderful opportunity to come and at least say hi or get something signed.
So many big names, living right here in Charlotte. And where can we find the information online?
It's at heroesonline.com, and Heroes is HEROES online.com. Some people forget that extra E in there.
The extra E. And then we have a big event coming up that we're really excited about. This is the first time we're announcing it, actually, for the Flash finale. Tuesday, May 19th, we're going to be at Heroes doing a live showing of the finale as it airs, and then we're going to do a live Flash chat featuring our guests. We'll have Karla, then we're going to have Brian Brown, CEO of Word of the Nerd, Andy Smith, the artist who lives here locally, and then we are going to also have Christoph Hollers, Bat Jeeps for Rings. He made this necklace. You see here, I'm trying not to hit my microphone. And it's going to be a big fun event. Street Team will be out there before the finale starts. We're going to watch it live, and then we're going to stream it live on Periscope. And we're actually Periscoping this right now, so make sure to add me on Periscope if you haven't watched. Hi to our Periscope friends. And stay tuned. We're going to be giving away more information about that event on my Just Jess segments on Monday on Rising, which chased Rex. So thank you guys for being here. Go get some free comic books this weekend at Heroes, heroesonline.com. And we will see everybody next Tuesday as the Flash nears the end. See ya!